All right, so you want those farm animals for food, but you want to cut the cost of feeding them. What to do?
Well, you could do what one Anchorage woman did and just put them to work doing what they do best, eating.
Thinking outside the fence
I guess I kind of call myself an urban homestead farm.
is nothing new for Megan Walsted.
Yeah, can you take Eva in too? She needs to check on her puppies.
The mother of 8 is all about self-sustainability.
You need a haircut, don't you?
Yes, 8 children, ages 5 to 18. Let's see in order from left to right. There's Soren, Vigo, Thornball, Bjorn, Gabriel, Whitney, Marcus, and Christian, and bunnies too, as if 8 wasn't enough.
I'm not edible.
Meg, she wanted more to do, so enter sheep and goats.
It took me a little bit to convince my husband, but thankfully I saw the lambs first, and he's half Australian, so he was like, oh, I like eating lamb.
So it was the food angle. She wanted to teach her kids.
This is really where your meat comes from, and like, I just get to love them before I eat them.
They are loved and even have appropriate dining names.
They're breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The sheep were fine. It was the goats that kind of freaked or frogged her out.
And I've always been scared of goats because their eyes remind me of Kermit the Frog.
But she hopped over her fear. But before you can eat these guys, you gotta feed them.
Now, as you can tell, these guys are ravenous, and they eat a lot, and that food, well, it ain't cheap. So Meg thought, why don't I just use them as lawnmowers? And so she posted on Nextdoor, and man, it blew up.
It went out of control, and at first I was in total disbelief. I was like,
So Megan had the idea to
hey, would you like my goats and sheep to come mow your yard?
loan her munching brood out to mow and fertilize, so enter social media.
I was like, I want to post on Nextdoor App. And within 24 hours, I had over 3,000 views.
So overnight, these guys went from the pen to free-range nirvana. Oh, there was a little snafu with the first gig.
And they did a beautiful job on her yard. They did take out a prize sunflower, but
How can you not love these faces? Meg isn't sheepish about the realities of those other not-so-meek predators in Alaska.
know that they're livestock, they're not pets. Yes, we love them. Yes, they get spoiled, but if there's a bear, hopefully the bear leaves me some carcass.
So for now, these lamb chops, they've got chomping to do.
They're going to a lady's 1-acre property, I believe, up on the hillside.
So if you don't see them in here,
They're out on a job. They're landscaping.
that's the best-case scenario. The marvelous Mrs. Megan and her magical munching tree.
They got their yard mowed and fertilized all in one go, and they lost a sunflower. So
That's the Allgood news.
Just putting them to work out there. Free lawn mowing. I don't know how trim it looks, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, but it's done. It's done.
done.
They eat
That's
everything by there. They were eating my jacket. They were eating everything. It was crazy. Did you catch those sheep's names? There was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the other one you did, midnight snack, was the dark
nice.
one. Yeah. In addition to everything else, Meg also works at Denali Montessori.
Nice. And
Yeah.
as of now, she's not charging to loan out her herd, but she says she will probably start charging a small fee just for gas, and loading and unloading of the sheep and goats probably takes some time.
Yeah, and she wants to give some of those 8 kids some cash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And if you have a big field or a big area that just needs to be brought down,
Yeah.
it's a good way to
They
do it.
eat everything.
It's great.
All right. Thanks a lot to Megan and her family. That was fun. All right. Now, if you want to hear more good, all good news stories, scan that QR code right there on your screen with your smartphone's camera. Just point your camera at the code, then click the link, and you'll go straight to the all good portion of our website. Got a year's worth of stories there.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Moving on. Technology helping patients with Lou Gehrig's disease. Here's Nora O'Donnell with what's coming up